Craving Subway now. I almost got Subway on the way home, but or for lunch, but I thought I had to rush, so I didn't. And it's better to not spend the money. Ads are working, Lamau. Right. I think we're going to play as Book of Gouda Cheese. Subway nearby dipped in quality hard the last couple years. That sucks. The Subway near here is pretty good quality, but the people who work there seem to have gotten the idea in their heads that I'm a man. And I've just been too tired after work to correct them, because I usually go after work, and their sandwiches are good. So it's always just very funny. It's like I know I'm not femmed out in my work clothes, but just give me the sandwich. Okay. I think we're going to play Book of Gouda Cheese because I think playing a seducer sounds kind of interesting, and it's going to get us away from the plague. So let's choose a new destiny. Oh. Oh, we could play as Creamer. See, that's interesting. There's only one gender and it is bear. Correct. Yeah, no, we're gonna play Gouda though. It's good to know I didn't click this to see before because I wasn't sure if it would let me go back. Extremely hard. What is it calculating this from? Low skills is shy, non-preferred gender, wrong linearity in marriage, holds no titles, is a vassal. Whereas low legitimacy, sinful traits, adulterer, lover's pox, high stress. No, let's do it. Let's play Gouda. Isn't she married to the King of Navarre? Yes. But she's in a patrilineal marriage, so I'm not sure how that's going to work with our next character. It could game us over. Well, wait a second. With Choose New Destiny, would we be able to jump to a cousin? But no. Even if I want to find out if that's possible. However, wait, she's unlanded. Would we become an adventurer? Is her murder power good? We'll become an adventurer. Her murder power is not good. Yeah, so we'd become an adventurer. Which is fascinating. I want to play admin a little bit more, but I want to I want to see what happens next time we die without an heir of our dynasty. Shy girl that ran away from her marriage sounds fun. She had the ability to kill her spouse. No, his intrigue's much better than hers. I don't think it's worth it. Okay. We will try this probably next. We will try something like this next generation. I'm going to go with Gouda for now. We may play as Helios here. Oh, that's a boy. I thought that was a girl child. We'll just have to have a daughter. Wanted desires. Oh, we're starting off on a good foot. Lately, it feels as if I am being distracted. Lately, it feels like I am constantly being distracted by lascivious thoughts and erotic fantasies. With all the hardships of my everyday life, it's all too easy to lose myself in daydreams and forget about reality. These desires are clearly interfering with my life, but what should I do about them? Perhaps a new view of God will help me. I mean, a trip to the brothel is a roleplay option. But let's take a look at Polynesianism real quick. They're Gnostic and unrelenting, unlike Polygamist. Anaconism is really good. Male-dominated. Pilgrimages are forbidden. Fundamentalists. It's the kind of asshole Paul was. Monogamous. Divorce must be approved. Deviancy is criminal. Male adultery is shunned. Female is criminal, so it's an asshole religion. Witchcraft is criminal. Clerical function is recruitment. Funerary tradition. I didn't notice that. I've never noticed that being an option. Thank you for this stretch. You know, and I just realized we might be about to get conquered. We might be about to get conquered. Which I didn't consider. We are. Perhaps a new view of God will help me. Let's look at his traits. We'll roleplay this. He's forgiving, impatient, deceitful, an intricate web weaver, strategos, an adulterer, and who has lover's pox. I think that because he is impatient and deceitful, I think impatience means he wants to get laid, he's going to the brothel. And I think deceitful means he's not going to, whether or not he actually has a new view of God, he's not going to do so openly. So I think that we will likely go to the brothel. Oh, we don't have a our domicile is bugged. That's really funny. No lifestyle chosen. We are a seducer. We will continue to go with a seducer. We will take the temptation focus. Weeds in a garden. Removes your attraction penalties and seduce schemes. Seduce phase length. Alright. Create a cadet branch. I don't think I shall. Chieftain Ipa's Grand Tournament. Ingle. I don't think I'm gonna go all the way up there right now. No heir of my dynasty? What do you mean? Yes, I do. Fourth in line to inherit the Kuma family. Can negotiate an alliance with your brother-in-law, King Gomez. Will not accept. I can negotiate an alliance with Starbucks. And Lord of Valham II. Lord Volham is the head of his family only. Sure. Can offer hostage to the Strategos of Bulgaria. Not endorsed by my bishop in the slightest. But our house is feuding. Okay. Our spymaster hates us and also sucks at his job. He sucks at everything and is going to die. Okay. We'll just leave him as spymaster for now and hope he dies soon. No, let's just replace him because it doesn't matter if he's pissed off. I'm going to bribe you into liking me. Sway my bishop. This guy's a non-believer. And then I'm gonna keep an eye on you. I also want to... Oh, we actually have an army, which is very nice and includes mangonels. As well as a personal army. Alright, intrigue. That's what I want to look at. Hooks and secrets. Secrets known to me. I have a lover. She's not anyone familiar. I thought she looked familiar. She's not anyone we know. Our marshal and vassal is a non-believer. And my wife has a hook, a strong hook on me. A loyalty hook. That's hilarious. So the very first thing I want to do is we're feuding with this family. I want to seduce his wife. Probably not going to happen, but I want to try to seduce his wife. Unfortunate. Alright, I guess we'll just unpause and see what happens.
A loyalty hook on a cheater. That and $5 will get you a sugary Vindi latte.
A loyalty hook in particular on a cheater. Very funny, honestly. Wife stealer, it's happened. You know, sometimes you gotta steal a wife. Oh, I wasn't really paying attention to... I want you to focus on money for now. You can focus on that, you on that, and you on that. Priest control task is now finished, so you focus on increasing there. Your loyal husband brought home a gift. It's an STD from the brothel. The granaries of the Diatoy are always full, says the wistful farmer. Powerful, in particular, the provincial nobility that monopolize the land and public offices. I saw another war. Armenian Apostolic Uprising. In some cases, this is truer than ever. On this day, I've officially summoned Lady Irene, landowner in Philippopolis, concerning the management of her estate. According to my sources, Irene has been buying massive amounts of grain cheaply and hoarding it in her granaries in order to resell it at a higher price in times of shortage. This practice is forbidden by the Empire as it cripples the income of smallholders. She'll receive an exemplary punishment. Governor efficiency increases. What is our governor efficiency? It's -3. Every courtly and parochial vassal, I forgot how to say that word. Parochial vassal loses opinion, open to landowners' granaries. The Irene of the Crane families is not happy. She's the wife of a neighboring lord, so she's not... I don't really care if I... I'm not gonna take the... I kind of want to take the governor efficiency, but it's very possible we won't have this land very soon, and all of those things are not going to really matter to us. So we'll take the gold for a tiny bit of influence. I must say I've come to see you in a new light. Perhaps you're even someday who I would be one day proud to call a friend. Excellent. Your brother, French Depressed, tripped and fell to his death? Oh, man. Theodosia has been devastated ever since her husband, French Depressed, died. She comes to visit me one evening. I feel so lonely, she says, looking at me longingly. I remind myself that French Depressed was my good friend. You've been so comforting, she says, biting her lip suggestively. French Depressed was my friend and brother. I just want to feel something, she whispers, loosening the fastenings on the front of her blouse. Prince Depressed was my friend. Tripped and fell to his death. I guess because he's blind? Did have bloody flocks. I'm sure that French Depressed would approve. It's fine. Blind and club-footed. Good point. Let's do this properly. Oh, it'll abandon my sway. Difficult, really. Put a pin in her and let this develop naturally. So who's in charge of... Oh, Starbucks. Oh, right. No, French Depressed wasn't the one who inherited it. It was Starbucks. Mayor Georgios died. So we probably have a new powerful vassal without a jarb. Nope, we don't. Mayor Komsas. Mayor Cosmos. What are you good at? You're already doing what you're good at. Nikephoros. Is anyone better than you who's a powerful vassal? Yes, not a powerful vassal, though. We are not the most well-liked. Oh, we do have an available perk. Removes the rank difference penalty from seduce schemes. Remove the incestuous penalty. Ha 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 ha. Seduce scheme chance effect against own courtiers and guests. No longer critically fails. Learn one extra language. Can request thematic armies? Oh. Oh, I want this. We can seduce all the people. And then take their armies. Wait, she's Starbucks' spouse? Am I reading that right? No, Seneschal. Okay. I just saw the S. Lady Georgia. Sabotage your prospects of gaining an honorable posting. Well, that's rude. Why would she do that? Excuse me. Overdue taxes. We'll take it. I will take a mountaineer, and I think I'm gonna hire mercenary guards as well, just because this is... I'm not gonna hire mercenary guards, actually. I was gonna say because we're at war. My entourage struggles along an ill-maintained country path amidst scattered carnations and the occasional chicken. My destination, the tax-owing village, really is quite rustic and quite unremarkable, despite being not a day's journey from Haskovo proper. A few of the locals, dressed in their distinctive traditional garb, had gathered at the village center. I'm welcomed peacefully, though without warmth. I must consider how to approach my investigation. Inquisitive method, or let's look around and see what comes to light. Try the inquisitive method. Speaking with the villagers proved unexpectedly fruitful. Heads of kin were eager to list the members of their families and gladly extolled the productivity of their plots. Some even boasted of their livestock. Farmers led me about their fields, explaining how much they could expect to gain from the harvest. Some unexplained oversight, unintentional or intentional, seems to be the cause of this village's failure to pay their dues. But one task remains, deciding how to best remedy this situation. Shall pay in full. They need only pay in part. We are deceitful and impatient, but we are forgiving. These decent people need only pay in part. We're horny, not cruel. You're bleeding prestige? I have positive prestige. Or I have positive Net prestige. I was just negative. But yeah, I think so too. From a game perspective, I think it was the right choice to focus on gaining that prestige. Started endorsing me, and I'm ill. Strategos or peasant, high or low, it does not matter. In the end, we are all mortal. I was reminded of this if I woke coughing in the early morning hours, a dull ache pounding through my head and throat. My body is racked by shivers and weakness, my head leaking from every orifice. I heard that wheezing from across the court, my lord. Makrios, my physician, pokes his head into my chamber. Should you require it, I know a fair number of suitable remedies. You know more than what is necessary. You were like -60, yeah. Yeah. Makarios told me to undress and then kneel with my buttocks raised. That was awkward enough, but when I saw the instrument in his hands, I almost bolted. He must have noticed because he patted me calmingly on the shoulder and told me to stop flinching. The enema turned out to be just what I needed. For now, the worst of my symptoms are alleviated and the world seems a little brighter. Excellent work. Can declare war on Zaporozhye. They have, like, no troops. Oh, now they have more troops. Enema of the Statesman. Truly. Why is he doing advanced research? I mean, that's fine, but I want you to do your regular duties. I want the money. I never use that tab. I forgot that these are like things we can do. Divine Charity and Advanced Research. Advanced Research is actually very good. He's just not a very good physician. In fact, I'm going to consider... recruiting for a physician. I already have one. We've already got one. Change Imperial Aspirations. Ah, right. To say that I'm not interested. What I was also going to do was change my sway over to this lady. And I want to try coffee enema at some point. I think it would hit like 10 times more than regular coffee. I can't imagine it does much of anything other than caffeinate you. And I don't even know how much it would caffeinate you. One of those things that just seems a little silly to me. My son! Praise Saint Bridget, Stephana has given birth to a perfect little son. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? We have already decided this at the beginning of stream. My next child shall be named Funkus Fluge. It has been decided. Alright, my boy, Flonkus Fluge. May you grow strong and wise, my son. I woke this morning and observed the first rays of sunshine. It took me a moment to realize I had slept soundly for the first time in weeks. I did not wake up coughing once. It's been a long road back to health, but I find myself in its warm embrace once more. I'm glad to be well again. Welligan. Liege's War ended against the Populist Uprising. He's about to lose the Claim War quite shortly, and he may lose the Kingdom of Bulgaria. I would prefer if he didn't lose the Kingdom of Bulgaria, I'll be honest. Have fun. Wish I could say you need to sleep. Good night. Have a good sleep, and thank you for hanging out. Where did those armies go? Chai died in childbirth. Childbirth. Sad. Let's besiege some of this land, shall we? Wait. I feel like that's not all my armies. Maybe it is. So I have about 100 of these. And then I have exactly 100 of these. It's not, the numbers aren't adding up. Because I only have 200 men-at-arms right now. Can I not raise the theme of Philippopolis's army? Or is it already raised? Is that what it is? Let me... How would I see that? Loaned. Loaned. Byzantium. Got it. I'm learning. I'm learning things. We'll look at the saint or whatever in a minute. Let's put you in charge of the army. The people of Philippopolis are abuzz with talk of a holy man, some Arsinios, who's been living the life of the ancient saints. Like what we usually call iron wearers, he spends his life in immobility, covered in heavy chains to mortify the flesh. The iron digs into his chapped wrists, but not a sigh escapes his lips. Only the mercy of the passerby feeds and covers his bloodied body. It is not uncommon that conmen make a living out of our citizens' misguided charity, faking their wounds and flaunting a well-practiced air of holiness. What if Arsinios is a genuine saint? I mean, he's eccentric, humble, and brave, like, just to be a little metagame here, he's probably doing this he's probably not making it up. I shall test him myself. I'm not very good at that. Gain trade experience in the Strategos trait. Would raise the control level in Philippopolis. Oh, it's full. Well, test him myself. You find the truth. He is truly a holy man. Gains land of the saints. Cool. Love that. Increase control finished. Train commanders. Please. And thank you. I think for a future character, I really want to play someone on a like frontier province. Like I'll deal with that bastard in a second. Like Epirus or Dryachion. Or Chaldea, maybe. Where's the border actually with Biz? Or Antioch would be great, actually. Or Antab at Cilicia. I don't know. There's no longer the slightest doubt in my mind. My lover Mare has given birth to a daughter, and we both know that I am the father. Thankfully, Mare has kept quiet about me, and no one else knows the truth, at least for now. Should be very careful about this. Are we still Irish? No, we're Greek now. Culture has discovered Castle Bailey's innovation. Basilius is Manuel's chariot race. Small admittance fee is required. I want to... Or I saw that I can assign a champion charioteer. No one meets the requirements. Boo! I search for a charioteer? I want to search for a charioteer. Hey, Sick, good to see you. If I said that before, forgive me, I'm stupid. My servants have brought forth a selection of candidates to hire as my charioteer. The one to be my resplendent representative in the Hippodrome. Eustasios lacks experience, but could prove a positive choice nonetheless. On the other hand, Euspios is a proven competitor. I could also make a persuasive offer to Strategos Michael's champion charioteer Simeon. Perhaps he desires a more generous employer. I like the look of this guy. I don't know why I like the look of this guy. He's spindly. This guy's got no experience. Brave, honest, impatient. He sounds great. Euspios has the experience I'm searching for. Let's travel to the chariot race. Oy vey. That's a spicy travel path. Sounds like he's going to die upon first contact with the enemy. He does, but he's a charioteer, not a knight, so we'll probably be fine, maybe. We'll hire mercenary guards and let's just see what happens. I like the brave and impatient, though. That's a good sign for a racer, to be impatient. Oh, I'm literally traveling into Constantinople while it's under siege. Ah, hello, friend. An imposing man is standing on the road ahead of us. I am Yakut of Byzantium. I have bested dozens of men in combat, and honestly, all those fights were dull. So here I am on this road looking for someone better than me, someone I can learn from. If you can best me in combat, I'll become a valuable and loyal servant. So on this day, I demand to meet one of you in a fair fight. I don't want to get my charioteer wounded right before this. So I think we have no interest in him or a fair fight. He's not even that good of a knight, to be totally honest. He's wounded and dying. Although that being said, fighting a wounded knight gives him while he's wounded gives us a better chance of getting a better knight. I have no interest in you or a fair fight. We're impatient. Contested ground. The scars of war are everywhere to be seen as we pass through Abysia, where banners have been hastily replaced with the Aegean colors. We are lucky to have missed the conflict itself, at least, though who knows the final outcome. As we continue on to Byzantium, a fearsome gang of veterans approaches from the opposite direction. Let's blend in with the peasants. I am Strategos, the Book of Gouda Cheese. They will let me pass. A show of force will deter them, or they just need to be bought. No, I'm not gonna have this guy join my court. 75. We'll go with that 75. Just blend in with the peasants. Constantinople is awash with noise and anticipation. The races are soon to come. From street-side taverns, speculation spills out about the Basilius's public appearance. Will pledges be demanded? Concerns of hoi polloi addressed? Literally meaning the many, ancient Greek term refers to the lowest classes within Byzantine society. And what replies will be howled, chanted? Already the sentiments of the streets roll between those stirred by imperial agents and those by other ardors. But more than all, there's one great heated dispute. Which racer will be seizing victory in the hippodrome? My phone's gone off a couple times. Let me just check this real quick. Ah, schedules for the next couple weeks. Excellent. Let the dims be roused. Six months until it begins. We're a bit early. Oh. Basilius Gregorios has replaced Manuel as your liege after being installed by faction. The crone has been torn from our sovereign's brow. Manuel rules the empire no longer. In Constantinople's supreme church, amidst dignitaries and prelates, a new Basilius receives the coronation rites. Hail Gregorios, cry those assembled. By the grace of Christ, faithful Basilius and autocrator of the Romans, the Komnenos forever Augustus. His subjects pray, Jesus preserve the reign of your majesty always, now, and forever unto the age of ages. Let's take a look at this guy. He is just, which is a good start, and honest, but paranoid. He's Midas touched. He gardens. Not much of a governor. He is a scarred eunuch. I wonder if those were related. He's a warlike courtier, and he is a traveler. A few opinions have I of my new liege. Oh, and his legitimacy is massive. Okay. Publicly I support the new Basilius. Our host Manuel has lost his possession of Byzantium, and so the chariot race has come to an untimely end. This is certainly not how I expected this fair to conclude after all the fanfare of invitations and build-up. I suppose all that's left is for my entourage and I to return home. What's done is done. Perhaps this invasion is winnable now. Pascalis, the local captain, and a few of his officers greet me as my entourage enter the military camps of Adrianopolis. As he wanders off, I quickly dismount and follow him through the latest siege equipment. I nod, appreciating the organized chaos I am observing. Now, what would my lord want to do next? Looks at me expectantly. I wouldn't mind some sparring. What does this button do? You should join me. Oh, it's my spy master who could get pissed off. What does this button do? What is this contraption? We were impatient, so I probably shouldn't have done that, but that's fine. Excuse me. The Balsac feud continues. Lord Gregorios II, who lost a duel against our father, I want to challenge his status. Brave, possessed, honest, crack addict, giant, lunatic, possessed, hideous, imbecile, Herculean, strong. Seems legit, would make a wonderful character. A wonderful charioteer. Reincarnation, disloyal, inbred. I shouldn't have skimmed these. Scholarly, erudite. I'm going to challenge anyway. I'm going to focus on increasing scheme potential. Yeah, 40%. That's not bad. Pretty sure I just described the Giga Chad. From the lowliest functionary to the Basilius himself, the entire empire bends to defend Bulgaria from the Zorid Sultanate. As strategos of the Peloponnesian theme, the threat is all too real. A large part of the region's defense falls to me. I play my part manning garrisons, repairing fortifications, recruiting soldiers, and yet more can be done. Any assistance would likely be greatly appreciated in Constantinople. Emperor's armies need all the men we can muster. During the war as a defender on his side. Ooh. Our defense is lacking. We lose influence and liege opinion, but gain fort level and defense. And is doomed without more resources. I think we joined this war, to be honest. Our men are still loaned. Where are his armies, I wonder? Where is anyone's army? Oh, it's right here. Nice. Attach. New intrigue perk available. We can take mortal adoration. Lovers are more likely to save you in case of advanced murders. Can quest armies. I love how the first guy I click on is called the Seducer. He is bisexual. I mean, we could seduce him. Odds are poor. Really? Let's seduce this drunk lady. Odds are still poor. If odds are poor for her, I'm just gonna... We're gonna seduce the seducer. Who seduces the seducer? Quite the stack? Oh, sure is. Where'd that come from, huh? I wouldn't lead armies if I were you. Ah, yeah. It's fine, and I'm not worried, but also you're right. I'm gonna deal with this bandit issue as well. I read the report again. Bandits to whom my law-abiding taxpayers are but fat sheep for the shearing. And indeed, the rough outlaws have put my people to the blade. Villages terrorized, caravans lost. A particularly nasty group of the cutthroats have established a firm foothold in the plains near Dublin. Until they are flushed out, the region will remain uncontrollable. We have mercenary guards. Let's go. Ah, excuse me. Oh, hydrate, stretch, and Ojo-sama laugh. It's kind of already stretching, but I'll stretch again properly. And water. Sippy, sippy. The denizens of Dublin gladly lead us right to the mouth of the Shape's Inn. The encampment of outlaws lies just beyond, obscured by brush and broken terrain. From what I hear, I judge these foes to be nomadic warriors, tough folk living on the fringes of settled society. So flush on the wealth of my land, they've turned their raiding foray to an extended stay. Foe is not yet alerted to my posse's presence. We have the opportunity to strike however I see fit. Good charge. Lay out a tactic. We're luring them into a trap. It would save us a lot of trouble. Mine is a most cunning trap. A half-naked young soldier with a soul and dinner in hand races back towards us. The outlaws, the half-wits, chase right after. We leap from hiding, howling. The terrified foe recognize their mistake and we fall upon them. Moments from death, the nomads surrender to my troops. This group of criminals has remained harmless, helpless. They are at my mercy. Could pardon their crimes, or confiscate anything of value and have them imprisoned. We are forgiving. I think I pardon them. As member of House Kuma, it's your duty to show your support and loyalty to your house head. On decline, I spend influence and piss him off. I'll pay him. Fuck you. What the fuck, bro? You gotta be like that. Oh, ads are coming up. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna run ads here. Take a minute to get up and stretch your legs, rest your eyes, get some water, make some coffee, make a sandwich. Take care of your meat vessel. You only get one of them, and it's important for that reason alone. What is going on to my voice? I will be back in 3 minutes when ads are finished, and I will see you then. Be right back.